Hi, this is Marc Atas from the law office of Marc J. Atas and Associates. I'm located in Baltimore, Maryland. My phone number is 410-752-4878. The purpose of this video is clients often call and wonder, Mr. Atas, how do you evaluate what my case is worth in a car accident or some kind of personal injury claim? Do you just pick a number out of the air? Do you just make it up? Do you multiply it by the medicals? How do you figure it out? So I can tell you I've been doing this for approximately 37 years. And over the years, the way that we have evaluated it, the way the insurance companies have evaluated it, the way juries have evaluated it has evolved and changed over the years. So I'm going to give you the up-to-date with a little bit of history. When I first started practicing, basically insurance companies would take the medicals, multiply them by some number 2 or 3 times, add the lost wages, and that's what they pay. That was, say, the first 5 or 10 years of my practice. Then as medical bills went up and insurance companies started having more luck in trying cases, they developed a computer system which I think they still use today. One of the computer systems is called Colossus, and basically they've taken a bunch of information from all over the country, entered it into the computer, and used that to evaluate a claim. That's how they do it. The way lawyers do it is totally different. So there are so many factors that you have to look at in order to evaluate a claim that for a client to just call me and say, hey, can't you just tell me that I'll pay you $50 or $100 or $300 for your time so that you can just tell me what the value of the case is and then I'll go ahead and settle it on my own. The simple answer to that is no, there is no simple formula, and no, it's not that simple. Basically, there are a zillion factors that lawyers look at in evaluating the claims, and I wish it was as simple as multiplying it by some number, but it isn't. Those factors include, how much damage is there to the car? What did the damages look like? What injuries did the client have? Did they go to the hospital right away? Did they seek medical treatment shortly after the accident? What treatment did the clients have? What are the actual injuries? Do they have fractures? Do they have visible signs of injuries? Or do they just have soft tissue? Oh, my neck and back hurts and nothing else. Who was at fault in the accident? How did the accident happen? How significant does the damage to the vehicles look in the pictures? Does the client have any pictures of their injuries? Who is the client? Has the client ever had any injuries before? Does the client have any prior criminal record? Is there anything in the client's past that may come up? Has the client ever injured that part of the body before? This, along with many other factors, have to be looked at. Did the client keep their appointments with all the doctors? Did the x-rays and MRIs that were done document what injuries the client had? Did the client keep all of their appointments with the doctor? All of this has to be looked at. So as part of my job as the lawyer, the first thing I'll do is obviously send for all the medical records and read through them. Get the client to send whatever pictures they have of the damage to the car as well as pictures of any injuries that the client has. Go over a detailed medical history with the client as to prior injuries they had. Make sure that the doctors know what the prior injuries are so that they're not fooled into believing that prior problems are the same as the present problems they're having. And then analyze all of those records, send for the lost wages, go over how the accident happened to make sure it's consistent with what the client's telling the doctor. And after evaluating all of those factors, I will then put together that with my 37 years of experience of either getting a certain amount of money for certain types of injuries and knowing when I wasn't able to get other amounts, one. Secondly, actually trying cases where we thought, oh, what the insurance company wasn't offering was enough, file suit, go to court, the court comes back with a verdict, and then you file that information away in your head for the next time, knowing that if you try a case and you have one that's similar with similar injuries, this is the possible outcome that can happen in the case. And after you do that for a long period of time, you get a really good feel for what the value of the case is. So I wish I could tell you it was as simple as there's some formula, but there just isn't. If you'd like to have a consultation to go over your injuries and for us to evaluate your claim and settle your claim, we'll be glad to do that. In addition, It's important to have a lawyer because sometimes the only way you're going to get what the actual value of the case is if there's the suit is filed or the threat of suit being filed, because without that, the insurance company can just pay whatever they want. Again, my name is Marc Atas, the law office of Marc Atas and Associates. My phone number is 410-752-4878. We're located in Baltimore, Maryland. Thank you.